Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to get the free Team USA Invincible Equal Chance pack here in NBA 2K24 My Team, which, by the way, is the only thing you should be doing with this content whatsoever that came out today. This content today kind of sucks. I'll be completely honest. It is not good. Not that that's a huge surprise. This company is terrible, but they really ruined even the quote-unquote free content because it's not free anymore. You can't attain the cards you want. It's unbelievable. Like, wow, how does it get worse? I'm actually stunned by the fact that every time I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so it's as bad as it's gonna get, and then they find a way to ruin something else. It's like, good lord, how this all of a sudden this Team USA content, which could have been really solid, good free rewards across the board and a bunch of cool stuff, it's one agenda. Like, the My Team playbook that comes out tomorrow better be special. It really better, because I mean, I don't know. Its season's looking worse than last season. Like, that's insane to me. That's ridiculous. I don't even know. Regardless, before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, let's talk about it. First things first, you can buy an Invincible Team USA pack that has these cards in it, but is 2%, less than 2% odds, I'm sorry, at anything that you would want, basically. If you have less than 2% odds to pull one of the Invincibles, which means very low odds. I say less than 2, probably 0.0 something on the odds would be my guess. And yeah, really bad odds there. And then if you want, you can buy an option pack. This is the first time they've done option packs in a while, but they're still terribly overpriced. $50? Yeesh, that is expensive. But at least, I mean, I'll say this, that's the first time they've actually dropped something that was at least like, at least it's not gambling in that respect. You can actually buy the card you want. If they did this for every single drop, I'd be a lot less mad about the drops, but they don't do this for every single drop. But there you go. Option packs finally return in the pack market for $50 freaking for these mediocre freaking cards. I mean, Harrison Barnes and Hakeem are the only two that are really good. Hakeem still has his own release, so he's not that good. Honestly, Harrison Barnes is the best one by a pretty easy, simple margin, I think, pretty easily. But as a whole, it's like, it's so garbage. Like, definitely don't open packs at all, first things first. And where are the Team USA agendas? I'm tripping. I don't see the Invincible agendas at all to get the option pack. So I don't actually know where these options, did they like mess it up, the agenda? Do I have to back out to the main menu? I don't even know. Regardless, I can't even find the agendas right now, but we'll find them here in a second. I am so frustrated by this company, and like, they ruined the content that's supposed to be free each season. The last few seasons we got rush content, bold content, and here's the USA agenda right here. I'll talk about this in a sec. But they ruined the rush content, the bold content, and the spark content, which was all like, it wasn't amazing, but it was pretty solid free content on a weekly basis. And instead we get this one equal chance pack for one of the Invincible cards. By the way, 4 of the 6 are bad, but 12 blocks of centers over multiple games is easy. Score 50 points in a game with a player 11 times is not so easy. That is an obnoxious challenge. 18 assists with a Celtics player in a game. You can do that alongside a 50-point game. 31 rebounds with Timberwolves players over multiple games. You can just use Timberwolves bigs while you're doing the 50-point games. The 47 points with Warriors players over multiple multiplayer games is not going to be that hard either. My best recommendation for that one is just going to be to build an all Warriors lineup for like Clutch Online or Triple Threat Online, and just go into those modes and get that agenda done real quickly. Won't be hard there. And then 15 rebounds with Kings players over multiple multiplayer games. Kind of same thing. Realistically, your best bet is to find some sort of Kings center if you have one. Like, for example, I think Opal Domantas Sabonis is a Kings center probably. But let's just go look in the player market. Player position center is Sabonis. I already have in my collection, don't I? But I have to find the card. But I mean, I would just recommend using a Kings big and then 2 Warriors players and score with the Warriors players in Triple Threat Online, and then let the big get some rebounds. It's only 15 rebounds total, so that'll only take a few games. I'd probably take 3 Triple Threat Online games to get both those agendas done at the end of the multiplayer agendas. So this is 20 minutes for those 2 agendas, plus this agenda is getting completed during the 50-point games. That agenda is getting completed during the 50-point games. So it's basic, and then the blocks are getting completed in the 50-point games too. So basically, you're spending about 20 minutes on this, and then you got to spend probably about an hour and a half or 2 hours doing this agenda, because that's actually going to take a serious amount of time to score 50 points points in a game with a player 11 different times. That's absurd, because all these other agendas are actually pretty simple and pretty easy, and I don't think they would take very long. But this one is going to take a big chunk of time, so that's going to make this a 2+ hour grind, probably, at least, if not even potentially longer than that. Maybe closer to a 3 or 4 hour grind, depending on how efficiently and effectively you can get these 50-point games done. It's definitely going to slow down the progress on these challenges significantly, though. And if it wasn't for that agenda, I would kind of consider doing this Equal Chance pack. But because that agenda is a bit unrealistic and I think unreasonable, I will not be doing so. If you want the Equal Chance pack, I would recommend doing it if you're somebody who's grinding the game. But like at the end of the day, if you do that and you get Kyrie or Allen Iverson, bro, you're just gonna be annoyed. And like, man, man, this Team USA content is so disappointing this season so far. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that all these cards are pullable, basically pullable only with the rare availability of, like, I guess the fact that there's an option pack is better for some people, because if you're a whale, you can just go buy the cards you want. But at the end of the day, spending money on this game, period, I think is a terrible decision. I think it literally is just supporting a company that deserves no support whatsoever. Just honestly really horrible value in my personal opinion. And $50 for one of these Invincible players is not good value, first and foremost. But I think the fact that they're not actually free it's the worst. It could have been such solid content, but they decided to completely ignore the free cards that they've been dropping for multiple seasons now. They all of a sudden just said, screw you, you get one free card and you don't even get to pick who it is. It's like, just like with the next promo, by the way. They dropped the next promo, you get a locker code, so there's a free player, and then there was an agenda group, so there's a free player. That's it. And you don't get to choose the ones you want. It's like, we're in July. We are in July. This game is coming to an end. We have less than 6 weeks left of actual content in this game. What is going on? How is it still this horrible? Like, this is the time of year you're supposed to be rewarding your consumer even like extra. And I mean, the sad part is you see other sports games doing a good job of it and keeping a decent amount of hype in their game. And like, NCAA comes out in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Like, that game's going to be here real soon, and people are just not going to play 2K anymore. And like, for good reason. I'm not playing 2K right now, but this has to hurt their pockets long term. There's just no way it doesn't. The amount of people that I have seen who are quitting 2K, have already quit 2K, or will be quitting it at the end of this year and are not buying next year's game is absurd. At some point, the amount of stupidity and stubbornness that this company has is going to cost them. When will that come? And when are they going to make some changes? Because this is absurd. And like, how do you ruin another section of content that actually could have been really exciting and brought people into your game and made people more so want to grind? Because here's the thing, if these cards were all grindable today and you could get all 6 of them through doing challenges or agendas or whatever the case may be, or even if you could just grind an agenda group like this but it was an option pack at the end, this would be significantly better content. And it still isn't hurting the pockets of 2K, because I'm being completely honest, not a single player in today's drop is a game-changingly elite card or a top 2 card at their position or anything along those lines. The closest is Harrison Barnes, but not a single card here is even a top couple player at their position. It's not hurting 2K's pockets to give these cards away for free. In fact, it will help, because it will bring people into the game, and then those people will spend their money on other cards and trying to get other cards that they want. I mean, just the short-sightedness is just baffling, and I'm so incredibly sick of this company. I mean, I think I'm basically rambling. I know I am, but it's, I'm so damn sick of it, and it's just ruins. And y'all are, I know what my comments are going to say. Y'all are going to be annoyed at me for complaining again, but I'm right. I am. It's never been like this before until this year, and it's a complete disaster, and it is so disappointing. And if it doesn't change for next year, I'm out. It's the honest truth. So, hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.